Hey guys, it's Poochie. Happy holiday weekend. We are going to pack and ship some orders today. Actually, we're going to print shipping labels, and I'm going to go over with you what sold over the weekend on this one account anyway. We had 2 days that were meh. Saturday and Sunday were kind of meh. And then today the sales are getting back up there. I'm going to look and see what we did on Friday because our sales are way up. I've been doing some marketing things to get sales up. Yeah, sales were up Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday and Saturday. They were down. And then yesterday they went back up. And today they're up and should hopefully beat what sales were yesterday. So it's been kind of weird. Saturday and Sunday, though, or Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday were not really great days. Um, anyway, let's get into what sold and we'll talk about how we did. It looks like we sold a bunch of stuff that we've been wanting to get rid of for a long time, which is always good. So what I've been doing is I raise shipping a little bit on these items. And then I mark them down significantly, like 60%, 50% to get rid of them. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you have to mark things down even more. Sometimes people just are anti-shipping costs. So they're like, I consistently get, why is it so much to ship this? And like I've raised shipping $1 from what it normally is. It's like, why is shipping so much? Why is a Patagonia only $12? That's usually my response. Like, you're asking about shipping, but it's like a Patagonia that's like cheap, cheap, cheap. Or why is a Ralph Lauren only, $5? So this is a vintage Baluru shirt. Had Aboriginal art. It was a really cool design. 2XL, sold for $18. I do pretty well with vintage t-shirts. It's my favorite thing to buy. And just to let you know, I actually have a brick and mortar vintage t-shirt shop that we are opening. So that should be interesting. It is called Down for Anything, and I'll be giving you more info. We're going to do vintage t-shirts, jackets, hoodies, stuff like that. And I figured, I spend so much money to store things because, storage sometimes costs just as much if you would open a store, literally. And if you open a store, you can sell things from the store. So it's kind of like, why not do it? I can't talk and write at the same time. I learned that when I was today years old, apparently. So yeah, it was like, if we can have an employee who takes pictures and helps us with the business, helps us with the eBay orders, maybe does things like this, and pay them, and whatever we get from the store, we'll just pay their salary, and I'd be very happy with that. RLX Ralph Lauren shirt. This is kind of weird because it's St. Ignatius, which is a high school, but it still sold for $18.42 plus shipping. St. Ignatius High School. And still sold for $18. And again, guys, on all this stuff that I'm doing, most of it we pay, like the t-shirts, most of them I pay $1, $2 for. Like that last one, I paid probably $1 or $2 for. And these polos, probably on 50-cent day or quarter day, because we have the Salvation Armies here are all different. They're all different as far as their discounts. So one of them will do like discounts all week long. If it's a yellow tag, you get 50% off. It's a red tag, it's 75% off. It's a green tag, it's 25% off. And another one that's nearby, they do that one anyway, does quarter day on Wednesday. Okay, so all clothing is a quarter of a certain tag color on Wednesday. It's to clear out their merchandise, which is an awesome idea. Then another one, they don't discount anything throughout the week. They have Thursday a $13 fill-a-bag, which is kind of a ripoff because it's a really small bag, or on clothing, and it's any tag. Or on Friday, it's one certain color is 50 cents. So we usually go to that. We haven't been lately because we've been moving our other brick and mortar and opening up this new store. So it's kind of like everything is upside down right now as far as our normally scheduled programming as far as thrifting. So I've been doing a lot of sourcing on Whatnot and from wholesalers. I haven't been doing as much out in the field, which is crazy, right? I miss it, but the new building is going to be awesome. We're going to have a whole wall, the biggest wall on the inside, right? Is going to be painted. I'm not sure what, because I'm not sure what it's going to look like. It's supposed to be camo, but it's being painted now, so we'll see. But it's going to have a huge wall of like just t-shirts. So it should be awesome. Vintage t-shirts. But vintage and not. I decided that's the logo we should go through. We should do vintage and not. Because we aren't going to do all vintage. We're going to do some stuff that's just cool that's not vintage also. This is a Juicy Couture sleepwear lounge shirt. It sold for $12. Not great. Betsy likes to pick up Juicy Couture. I'm kind of, the jury's still out on Juicy Couture because some of it sells well and some of it doesn't. I wouldn't say that $12 is a good sale. We like to make at least $10 profit on everything we sell. So it took a little while, a couple months to sell this too. So I'm not so sure. Okay. Next. I'm not sure if you guys saw, I did a video the other day. This one, oh my God, has taken forever to sell. I can't even believe it. This is such a cool jacket. It's a bomber jacket. It's 2XL. It's got on the back tigers, and it says Reason Brand Company, Bad Kids Worldwide, take yours. I mean, it's like the coolest jacket. It's blue and black. It's so cool. And it only sold for $7. I had it on $9.50 and someone offered me $7. And I was like, yeah, that works. But I kind of couldn't believe it. And if it comes back, I'm just going to be like, oh my God. Let the dog sleep on it at this point. But I did charge $12.99 shipping for it. So I will make a little bit of money off the shipping. But, you know, it's surprising sometimes you find something and it's so freaking cool. And it's like UPS SurePost. Why did I do UPS SurePost? I don't want to do UPS SurePost. Duh. Well, I guess I'm doing it anyway. Duh. I don't like to do UPS SurePost because there's this weird thing between UPS and USPS. And if you drop your UPS packages off, if you drop your UPS packages off at the post office, now they can confiscate them. So I'm glad to get rid of this one though. Hopefully. I don't even know. Blue and black. I don't even know why it took so long. It's crazy. So yeah, there's this thing with UPS and USPS. Hey, Globe Gaming, how are you? Everybody else is working, painting the new shop, and since I, you know, am useless basically between my knees, and now I have a pinched nerve in my neck or something. I am here hanging out. So UPS and USPS have this thing where um, if you, even though UPS SurePost goes through USPS, you used to be able to drop UPS packages off at a post office and UPS would get them somehow. Now you can't do that. And the post office has said that if you drop them off, they will confiscate them and destroy them. So whatever you do, don't drop UPS or FedEx packages off at your post office because it's getting crazy out here. Maybe that's, they're planning for the big fourth quarter and they don't want to get overwhelmed with UPS packages. I can understand that. This is a Van Halen shirt, 1984 Tour of the World shirt. I sold it for $28.85. And again, it's one that I got probably for $2, $3, maybe $4 tops. I love getting the vintage t-shirts. The weirder they are, the better. I had one a while back that was, that's just my own personal taste. I had one a while back that was, is that light green? I don't know. It was Dukakis versus George Bush Sr., like not W, but Daddy Bush. And it was like some sort of a debate thing, and it like had beer on it, like they had beers, and there were. It was like it was the weirdest freaking thing, and it took so long to sell, and it didn't sell for as much as I wanted it to because it was just bizarre, but it did sell, and I did make quite a bit of money from it. So happy about that. Liking the weird stuff is kind of paid off for me though, because I see things that a lot of people don't see. Not like I see dead people, but I I have a certain thing that I look for, and it has paid off. I always make quite a bit of money from the weird, bizarre T-shirts that I get, even though I may have to wait a while. One of the things that I really like, and I'm just going to tell you that I'm just really, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Cow shirts. If there's a cow on a shirt, I'm going to buy it. It is the weirdest thing. There are just some things that I also like to buy. Jean-Michel Basquiat, who's an artist, Keith Haring shirts. Got outbid on some yesterday. I was on a Whatnot auction and I got outbid on all of them, and I was shocked because I usually bid high enough to get those, but I don't know. It was crazy. They were bidding so much. I was like, do these have gold ink on them, the shirts. This is a Champion jacket, quarter zip, Wake Forest University. Took forever to sell. I was very happy to get $6.13 for it because it's one I got at the bins, and I also made money on shipping. Shipping was, they paid $12.99, and actual shipping is $5.07. So I always like to make money on the shipping when I can. That's why it cracks me up when people, when people say, why is shipping so much? That's like, why is a $50 shirt only $10? Think about it. Think about it. Shipping is part of the overall cost. Black Champion jacket. So we had 36 items sell. I mean, I'm not going to say all of them sold for as much as I would have liked them to, but it is still greasing the wheels. So would you rather have stuff that you just store and keep forever, and eventually after 4 years it'll sell for the $20 you had it at? Or would you like to sell it within 6 months and make room for other inventory and get the money to buy other inventory? Like in 6 months, you mark it down to like $8, $5 in 6 months. I would rather do that. This is really cool. I'm going to read you what it says. It says, Gott Werfelt nicht. And it says, God does not play dice, Albert Einstein. Again, one of the weird things that I like to buy. Gott Werfelt nicht. And I don't know if it's Werfelt or Werfelt. I have German ancestry. I took German for travelers in high school, but the only thing I learned was how to ask for a shower. Which is called a dusha or a douche. That's all I remember. I should never have taken foreign language in high school because I was just not mature enough. Sophomore year, I heard that a shower was called a douche, and I was done. I don't think I learned anything else past that. I have been to Germany, though. I did not ask for a shower when I was there. The weirdest thing about Germany to me, and I went with someone to Germany that it was weird. It was a weird trip. I used to be a publicist, so I went with a client to Germany, and it was really weird because I wasn't really able to do I don't know how to put this on here. God does not play dice t-shirt. Okay, I hope they can find that. We always do the labels because I know what everything weighs. We have everything weighed out in the pictures. And so we always do the labels, and then someone will go and pull the items and package them after that. Anyway, I don't know if I told you that sold for $21. And again, I paid a couple bucks for it, probably $3 max. So the Germany thing was really weird because I learned that where were we? I can't remember where we were. I learned two things. Like there's no speed limit on the freeways there. I can't remember the Autobahn. So it was absolutely crazy. And also, I learned that they serve beer in McDonald's in Germany. Just weird. And the other thing I learned, that if you're in a buffet, like we had a buffet at the hotel we stayed at, it was Cologne where we stayed. Do not ever eat anything called fish balls. No. No, don't do it. That is a mistake I will never make again. Do not eat anything called fish balls. Nope. Certain things, in life you learn as you go. Have you guys seen the video where Betsy I gave her the controls to my TENS unit? No, TENS unit, I don't know if you know what it is, but they attach the pads to you, and then there's a little controller. They have them in doctor's office or in chiropractors' offices. So I gave her, it sends little electrical impulses into your body and plays with your nerves and your muscles and stuff. So I gave her the controls while I was doing a video. Guess whose idea that was? Hers. Oh, yeah. I gave her the controls while I was doing a video, and that video is up now on the channel. Oh, yeah. That was crazy. Okay. Because she was playing with the modes, not the levels, thank God, or I would have been like jumping around all over the place. But she was playing with the levels or the modes, so it kept going different. Oh, God, it was horrible. I don't know why I said okay to that. I thought it would be good content, which I'm sure it was, but she laughed way too much when she was doing it. She took way too much enjoyment out of it. Brooks Brothers pants, $42.32, boring, basic, paid 50 cents or a quarter for these. Definitely no more. Sold for $6 plus. Oh my God, I got a case of the yawns. Sorry. Sold for only $6, but $12.99 shipping, so I will make money on the shipping. So I got back what I paid for the item. We've had it for a long time, and I can go take that money and buy something else. Plus, another important thing is it gets it out of our storage, because the more stuff you have, the more storage you have to have. And if you don't have unlimited storage just for free where you are, you have to pay for it. So we are now, oh God, we had like 4 warehouses, 3. I can't remember. And like one of them was at our other brick and mortar store. We had a warehouse full of stuff, and it wasn't a big warehouse, but it was a warehouse. So now we're down to, well, we moved stuff, so we have 3. But hopefully, I'm hoping to be able to cut that down when we put stuff in our new brick and mortar store. What is going on? What is going on? I'm drinking coffee too, so I don't get it. I don't get it. Boots. Guys, I want to tell you, we do so horrible with shoes. It's not even funny. Not even funny. These boots, we're going to make a little bit on shipping, not much, but at least they're out of here because cowboy boots, you know, they take up a little bit of room, way more than just a t-shirt. Masters and Boot Company, women's leather brown black boots sold for $11.28. Like I said, a lot of this stuff, some of this stuff, I'm just glad to get rid of. Like, it was a step away from being donated. So, whenever we can, we try to make sure that we can sell stuff, if only to get our money back so we can reinvest in it. This is a Tesla shirt. I think this was maybe $1 or $2. I think $1 or $2. I sold for $12. And then I'll make a couple bucks on the shipping. So that's where we like to be after fees, is around the $10 profit margin. It's a Tesla made on Earth by humans shirt. And it did not take that long to sell. It sold pretty quick. I have another one that is white, and so hopefully that one will sell too. I'd really like to stop yawning. I have these things where I have these yawning fits. I don't know what in the heck it is, man. Every day around a certain time, sometimes I get these yawning fits. It's crazy. Air Jordan shirt, Jumpman, sold for $8.57, which is not what I like to see for Air Jordan shirts, but we have had it for a long time. It's one of our oldest items in inventory, so get it gone. Oh, I made like $5 on shipping though too, so that's good. I don't know if you guys have heard what's going on. That's horrible. My writing is yawning too. Going on Whatnot, but I did a video about that. I think I did that one on my Poochie's Pack channel. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have this one and I have Poochie's Pack. Oh, I think I'm on Poochie's Pickers right now. Yeah. So Poochie's Pickers and Poochie's Pack. And what's going on Whatnot is apparently they're taking money from sellers for refunds without letting the sellers know. The one specifically I'm talking about was 3.5 months old. It was a sale from 3.5 months ago. And yeah, they took, I can't remember the amount, $250, I think, out of the seller's account and just didn't tell the seller. And then told the buyer to send the item back to them, to Whatnot, which they should have had it sent back to the seller. So the seller is now out the item and the $250 that was paid for the item. And Whatnot is not answering the seller's emails, which short sleeve hoodie weird, which is just not okay. So I'm kind of waiting. I did a video on it, kind of a beware. And then, oh God, why are people texting me about being the Board of Education? Vote for me. This election has gotten out of hand. I'm getting so much like emails and I mean, it's just like, can we just have it already? Can we just vote? And like, I just want to tell people I already voted. I have an absentee ballot. I already voted. So I am kind of waiting for to see what happens with this Whatnot stuff because that's very concerning. And then I didn't even finish it. This is the best part. The seller contacted the buyer directly, and the buyer said, yeah, they refunded my money and told me to send it back to them, but I never sent it back. I still have it. So the buyer has their $250 back, and they have the item and Whatnot hasn't told the seller, and basically have their thumbs up their butt, apparently, because they aren't getting back to the seller. So I don't get that, man. I do not get that. I mean, I hate to say, things like they have their thumbs up their butt, but if the shoe fits, I don't like to say things like that, but I am not happy that Whatnot is doing that. I've actually sent a bunch of people to Whatnot. I do a lot of business on Whatnot, and it's not cool for them to treat sellers like that at all. Ralph Lauren. I don't know if you pronounce it Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren. Who knows? I mean, Ralph Lauren probably does, but other than him, who knows? I sold a Ralph Lauren 4XL, so a good size in Ralph Lauren, for only $9. And they kept coming back to me with cheap offers. I'm like, you do realize it's 60% off. It's already at 60%. You do realize that. That's what I love, is when you have something that is 60% off and people still make you offers of like 20% of that. Like it's 60% off, so it's $10. And they come in and they offer you $2. Like, man, you are looking to be blocked. Because I just don't do that very well. And by that, I mean deal with cheapskates. I'm not very good at that. Who is? If you're really good at dealing with cheapskates, my God, come work for me. Come work for me. You can take over my job. Disney World, Mickey's Paradise Retreat t-shirt sold for $6.52, which is horrible. That's horrible. But I'm going to make money on the shipping. I'm going to make $5.56 on the shipping. So definitely got my money back for the item and more, so I can go and buy another item. See, that's what I mean. You have to decide, do you want to just hold on to things forever, or do you want to move them? I have decided that I want to move things because even though I may think, man, that's horrible, that should be worth so much more than that, or I know that's worth more than that, it doesn't matter. God, I can't write anymore. It doesn't matter what you think it's worth. What matters is how much somebody is willing to pay for it. Especially when it's a challenging economy, you have to think about, okay, I think this is worth this, but I'm only getting offers of this. So then you have to decide, are you going to hold out and wait for the best offer you can? Or are you just going to sell it? Okay, this is a vintage members only jacket, medium navy blue, sold for $29.39. These used to sell for quite a bit more, but they don't anymore. Probably because there's so damn many of them. Like, even if it's from the 80s, there were so many of them made. It's like we're like when Funko Pops come back around, in 10 or 20 years, where everybody who grew up collecting them wants them again. You're going to see how damn many there were or are. And those are actually going down in value. As a general rule, I'm not sure. Some may be still going up, but I have heard not good things about the sale prices of Funko Pops. It's kind of like I deal with clothing a lot, so I keep an eye on what clothing is selling well, what clothing is not selling well. This is a Georgia Bulldogs muscle shirt, so no sleeves. Very simple, sold for $5. I was happy to get it. I've had it forever. I made $5.52 on shipping. So glad to get it out of here so I can get money for a new item or several new items to take its place. I think I paid $1 for it. Literally, guys, stuff like that, I hardly pay anything for because I know it's, not going to be worth it and I may have to sell it for $5. I don't know what we were talking about. That's the ADD. Man, if I only had the hyperactivity, if I only had the H in ADHD, then I'd probably be skinnier. But I just don't have that hyperactive thing, except in my brain. So we are just packaging. Well, we're actually just printing labels about what sold. This is a boat shirt. This sold pretty quickly. Adult, small, single stitch, water splash. This is really cool because it's just got splashes on it. Like, it looks like water splashing. It's got 5 in different colors down the side of the chest, on one arm, and then on the back. It just has 2 rafts, like looking like they're in white water. Really cool shirt. It's very old. It has a Hef T tag on it. So definitely an 80s shirt, and it sold for $25. I took an offer. Yes, I did take an offer. Absolutely, because I only paid like $1 or 2 for it. So yes, I will take your offer of 25 when I paid $2. Absolutely. So, and we made money on shipping on that one too. We made like $3 on shipping, a little over $3. having to write more descriptions so they can pull it because it's weird. It's one of those weird things that I like to buy. So, guys, who are your favorite YouTubers? I'm always curious. I have many. I have many. There are some I like just for entertainment. There are some that I like to gain knowledge from. There are some I like for a variety of reasons because there's some I like just because they make me laugh. So let's talk about that. This is a Croft and Barrow shirt, women's 2X blouse. Very, very basic. Sold for $5, which I'm happy with because I think we probably paid 50 cents max for it. We are going to make another $4 on shipping. So again, as I said, yeah, we've had it for a long time. I can look at the numbers, the SKU numbers, and see whether we've had it for not very long or for a long time. We've had this one for a long time. So it's time to just cut bait and move on, basically. Get the item sold, make the money back on it that we paid for it, maybe a little more, which we did on this, definitely. But get it out of inventory and get that money in to buy something else that hopefully will sell faster and for more profit. Because as you go on, you should, learn more about what sells fast, and what sells for some people doesn't always sell for other people. That's something to learn too. You can have many people who say, oh, this sells great for me, this sells great for me, but it doesn't sell good for you. We got an offer and I'm going to check it out. I love it. This is what I was talking about, guys. This is 60% off. It's a Michael Kors shirt. It's $6.52. That is after 60% off. And they're offering $1. So rather than just decline them and get pissy, I'm going to offer them $6, even though their offer is offensive. But that's okay. You can be offensive with me. It just won't get you anywhere. It won't get you the shirt. This is a California Republic polar bear Aztec streetwear casual t-shirt. Weird kind of thing. Just kind of a bizarre thing. Weird t-shirt. Not old. I sold it for $8.94. And again, probably paid $1 or $2. It might be a 50-cent one also. Shirts like this, like I don't pay anything for. So whatever we make on it is absolute profit. And we've had it for a while. It's time to get rid of it. Gray or blue? Gray or light blue? Can't tell the color. California. Can't spell. California Republic. After you do a while of these, it's a lot of these. It's like, they just run together. So, how many have we done so far? We had 36 to do. Okay, we've done 21 of 36. So, we'll just keep going. We'll We'll make this a marathon. Ralph Lauren, and I am going a little slower because I'm talking to you. Ralph Lauren sweater, shawl collar, sold for $11.41. But we're going to make $7.92 in shipping, which is awesome. So actually, we'll make our $10 profit on that item thanks to the shipping. And we've had it again a long time, so I'm just glad to be moving this stuff out. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. Let's go look and see what their offer is now, because I sent them a $6 offer and they came back with $1.50. So now I'm just going to decline it because I'm going to say it's already 60% off. Yeah, I don't want to further go by 50 cents. It's kind of a waste of my time. If they continue to do that, I'll actually block them because it is a waste of my time. I would rather actually donate something than sell it for $1 on eBay, because you take that risk of feedback. I don't want to take a risk on negative feedback for something that's $1, or God forbid a return if it doesn't fit them and they could do a free return on it. Then I'm going to lose money like crazy. This was a Lacoste, Izod Lacoste sweater, green, sold for $31.99. No, it sold for $22. And we'll make an additional $4, $4.92 on shipping. I like to, if it's possible, make enough on shipping to pay the eBay fees, because then what you get is all profit, right? 1, 5, 6, 7, 9. Green. Izod Lacoste sweater. So like I said, guys, we're opening a brick and mortar. We have a brick and mortar that's a different business that we're partners in, and we're opening a brick and mortar for our vintage stuff. Like, this is not vintage, but this would go there. This is just a Ringer t-shirt that is says lacrosse across the front. It's kind of a cool shirt. This sold almost immediately. I think I just listed this and it sold within a few hours on an offer. And what I do, some people won't take an offer when you first list it, right? Or they'll say they won't even put offers on for, a certain amount of time. I will take an offer when I first list something, because then it's sold. And I do something called bucket pricing, which means that if an item is priced at $18.99, the lowest price I will take is $10. I don't do this on everything, but a lot of the stuff, if it's more basic, if I price it at $18.99, the lowest offer I'll take is $10. So anything above $10 is more profit. So they paid $12. So I had no problem taking the offer right away, because I knew that I would have sold the item. I would have taken $10. They paid $12. So sweet. Oops. Okay. Bucket pricing is something I learned from Tech and Sports. I am in his group. I don't participate much in his group, but I have learned quite a bit in his group, and have experimented with some things in his group. And some of them have not worked out for me, but they might work out for other people, but they have not worked out for me. And some have. USPS, Ground Advantage. Okay. This is a 5X Mexican embroidered shirt. It's black. It has flower embroidery on the top. Very pretty. Hippie peasant boho are the keywords that we use, and it sold for $23, and it sold pretty quickly. Sorry, I'm answering texts. I like it when things sell quickly. It makes me very happy. The brand on this is YZXDORWJ. No clue what that means. No clue what that means. 133. Do I have to write that on the label? Hey, YZXDORWJ. Embroidered blouse. Now, Justin's going to do this, and he's going to look at this and think I was drunk when I'll have what Mama was having when he pulls that one. This is a Ralph Lauren shirt. We've had it for a little while. Basic Ralph Lauren shirt sold for $15. I like to try to get more on Ralph Lauren if I can, but $15 is fine. I will take $15 plus a couple dollars profit and shipping. Because then it's gone, right? And I find Ralph Lauren so often that it's like not a big deal to take less for them, unless it's a really one we don't find very often, like one with a big pony or the bear, which I've never found, by the way. Then we will hold out for more. So this is a Link Belt Racing 3XL shirt. It's something to do with NASCAR. I don't really know, but we made money on the shipping. It sold for $8.57. Hold on, I have something happening. Have something happening at the store. So this one we've had for a while also, and I'll tell you something. We don't do very well with shirts that are Carhartt, Harley, or NASCAR for some reason, but a lot of people do great with them. We do not do that well. Hopefully, when we get our store open, our brick and mortar store, we will do better with them. Hopefully. Okay. Life is Good. We do really well with Life is Good shirts. It's a brand. We never really sell them for more than $18.99, which is what this one sold for. So if you're buying Life is Good shirts, just be careful what you're paying for them, because they're not really more than an $18.99 item. So, like, we would not pay more than $5 for one. But we get them pretty regularly for a few bucks. So, but you don't want to go out and pay like $6 or $7 for one, because then you're not going to make your money back. I mean, you are going to make your money back, but you're not going to make any profit. We were talking about favorite YouTubers. Well, you weren't technically, but I was. So, one of my favorite YouTubers for entertainment value, and the ones that make me probably giggle and laugh the most, definitely Katie and Vicky. Those girls. I mean, this is a Pebble Beach Golf Links 90s t-shirt, sold for a full price of $29.99. Sweet. And it sold pretty quick. So we're going to make money on shipping. We made a lot of money on the shirt. And again, I probably paid maybe $1 to $4 for it, but no more than that. Katie and Vicky, they sell on various platforms: eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, which I have never been able to sell very well on Etsy. So kudos to them, man. They are just so funny. Their interactions with each other, I just love them. And they're going to, I've never met them, but they're going to have their Boss Reseller Remix. They just said yesterday they have it scheduled for March in Las Vegas, which I want to go. I don't know if I'll be able to go, but I really want to go. Really want to go. Get my scooter there. Scootering Vegas is very fun. I have bad knees. I don't know if you know, I need knee replacements basically on both knees. And so in Vegas, I rent a scooter and I just scooter all over the place. It's awesome. You can go on the tram also, the Vegas tram. And they have trams from hotel to hotel, and then they have one where you can buy tickets or passes for the day or for the week or multiple days. And small. Sorry, I'm concentrating on too many things right now. Is that 12 or 4? Trying to figure out the weight of this item, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. So you can get all around Vegas except for downtown, Fremont Street. You can't get down there. Well, I don't know if they call it downtown, but you can't get down there. So you can either do Fremont Street area with the scooter, or you can do the Strip area with the scooter. But I have not found a way to get a scooter downtown. Maybe if you called a cab that transports scooters, you could. I don't know. Anyway, they're having their Boss Reseller Remix in March. And it is the same time that ASD Market Week is happening, basically. So I really want to try to go and just exhaust myself completely. Smart Wool. This is a Smart Wool shirt. Smart Wool is a good brand. It sold for $39.19. It is merino wool. And it took a few months to sell, but it sold for $39.19, which is a great price. We probably paid $6 for that one. We have kind of stock prices that we pay for things. So some things, if we buy it at the Goodwill, it's $4.50. If we buy it from Salvation Army on 50-cent day, it's 50 cents. It might be more than that, but I have a pretty good memory for stuff we buy for more. And surprisingly, I don't have a memory for anything else, but what we paid on stuff, yeah, that's my mother. That's my mother in me. I can't remember shit, except I can remember what I paid for something. Go figure. But so $4.50 if it's a jacket, usually $5.50. If it's from one of our wholesalers, it just depends. If it's a t-shirt, it's between $1 to $3, maybe, depending on what it is, unless it's something that I went, that's extraordinary, and then it's more. That's extraordinary. So yeah, Katie and Vicky I love to watch. And they were off. They didn't have any videos for like a month, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I was very happy to see them back with videos. I just caught a live yesterday that they did. Ralph Lauren shirt. This is a rugby shirt. It's striped, but it doesn't have really exciting colors. It sold for $15. We made a couple dollars on shipping as well. Not sure how long we've had that. We've had it for a while, so I wasn't. I was willing to take $15 for it. Striped, yellow, blue. So much writing. Ugh. So I was willing to take $15. Now, as far as people who give the most information on clothing and brands, right? Oh, another one I watch for entertainment, and plus I learn from him too, is Mikey Bags of Money. I like to watch Mikey. We met him in Las Vegas. I like to watch Carrie the Desert Mermaid. We met her in Las Vegas, and she is fun. Oh my God, if you check out one of her Whatnot shows, she is so much fun. So much fun. I am hoping that she will come to sell at my marketplace, The Bins, and bring some of that fun over. We're going to start doing live shows on The Bins as soon as we get moved in to our brick and mortar. We have been busy doing that, but go to thebins.net and check it out, because I've actually been selling more on there, on that marketplace. I've sold more on there, even though it's new. I've sold more on there than I've sold on Mercari or on Depop, and almost as much as on Poshmark recently. So that is good. It's a district. If you've heard of the district, or district, I don't know if it's the district, but there's a lot of marketplaces over there, and I made my own. Because I was selling on my website, but I was like, why don't I do a website or a marketplace on District, and then other people can join it, so I can be promoting not only my own stuff, but the stuff that the people are selling that are on my marketplace. That is the only place that we will list wholesale lots. Also, we sell wholesale lots, and that is the only place we will sell them. This is a Patagonia shirt. Just a normal Patagonia polo shirt, sold for $20. Patagonia. A lot of people call it Patagucci. I call it Patagonia. Uh, we don't do that well with it. Not sure why, but same as some of the brands like Patagonia, Lilly Pulitzer. It's weird. Not that great. Maybe we priced them too high. Just being honest, maybe we just priced them too high. Or maybe we need to get the styles that they are and go more in depth on the listings. We're always learning. We're always trying to get better at what we do and know more about what things to buy, what things not to buy. As everyone should, I feel like. This took a while to sell. This is a vintage 90s Santaland. So a lot of times across the United States, and I'm sure everywhere, but across the United States, they have these little niche kind of events or things or theme parks. Like I know in North Carolina, I think there's a Wizard of Oz kind of theme park. And then there is this one in North Carolina that is Santa's Land shirt. So I don't know what it was, but I figured I would price it a little more because I spent maybe $1 or $2 on it. I figured I'd price a little higher because it's unusual and maybe people would remember going there in their childhood. And so, yeah, I didn't sell it for as much as I had hoped, and it took longer than I had hoped, but I figured it was going to take a while. But it finally sold for $20, and literally I have $1 or $2 into it. So I'm totally fine with that. And not a lot of sellers are like this, but I always like it when I find something and it goes to a good home. I did charge $9.99 shipping on that, so made money on the shipping. So I didn't do that bad on it for paying $1 or $2. But I like it when things go to where they belong, I'll just say. I've had things that, I've sold to people and they're like, oh, my dad used to work there when he was a kid and he's going to be so happy to get this. And, oh, this place burnt down and, I used to work there. And I mean, it's just like, it's nice to get, things to people like that who are going to really appreciate them. I guess I'm old because it's not all about the money. Did I say that? It's not all about the money. It's like I like to get things to people who are really going to enjoy them. It makes me feel good. So, as far as people who give out valuable information, I like to watch. Okay, this is going to be a long list, so I'm going to do that before I do this label. Okay, this is not in order of favorite to least favorite. Okay, Resale Brothers, Bo Johnson, Dixon's Pickens, Caleb Resells, Taylor Exchange, Kaylee Lane for women's stuff mostly. I used to like K&M Resells, but they haven't been putting out videos lately. And Big Yumbo. Oh, God. But hey, Bobby, how are you? Betsy loves Big Yumbo. I think it was the video he did where he was in his underwear and said he was going to, post a camera so nobody could see him in his underwear. I don't know. He's just very, I don't know the words, but he doesn't seem to give a shit about what people think when he does his videos. And I like that too. So this was a Lucky Brand 2XL. The keywords we used on this were boho, flowy. Now, Lucky Brand does not do well for us as far as blouses unless it's plus size. Then we do okay. This one sold for $15, and we're going to make a couple bucks on shipping as well. So, like I said before, I like it if the shipping costs can pay for the selling fees. So then 100% of the profit that we get from the item, we actually, well, 100% of the sale price, we actually get to pocket. So if the shipping costs can help out with the fees, then yay, big yay. Can't think of anybody else. Oh, there's another guy I like to watch. His channel's name is Millennial Profit, and he does new stuff, retail arbitrage, which I've done retail arbitrage forever. Forever. Lucky Brand blouse. So, in case you don't know, I'm doing shipping labels today. We have the weights on everything. So, I am just printing the shipping labels, and then they're going to take the shipping labels to one of the warehouses. We have things in 4 different places now. I'm hoping that opening the brick and mortar store, we will not have things in 4 different places, because that is crazy. But it's hard to get one place to fit everything. I mean, we have over 8,000 items now, and then we have probably a few thousand more hard goods, which are not closed. So it's crazy. And then we have, our stockpile of inventory, which, my God, we have stuff everywhere, don't we? So they will take these and find the stuff. This is a vintage Claire Sport blue chambray skirt, snap belted. Yeah, I can see the vintage on this one. It looks like an old denim skirt, but it's got the snap belt. Oh my God, do you know what I was watching the other day? I was watching something on YouTube, and they were showing Joyce DeWitt from Three's Company, and it was like, why Joyce DeWitt never showed her legs or something, always had her legs covered. So I don't know what it was about, but she had the jeans, from the 80s or whatever. And then she had that little metal belt. You remember that little metal belt? It looked like a little metal snake belt. Oh my gosh. I never wore that. I was a total tomboy, as I am now. Never wore that stuff. Although I did have frilly blouses with the collar that came up and oh God. Ooh. I hope none of you ever have to see my senior pictures, because they are just horrible. Claire Sport skirt. Okay. We are done. And on that note, I hope you never have to see my senior pictures. We're going to end this video. It was a long one, right? Wow. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Always appreciate it. We have a lot of stuff going out. So we had over 36 labels that we did. We had stuff from, that's a stack. We had some stuff that we did before we started the video from the other account, the Zero to Hero account, which we're doing really good on. The Zero to Hero account, which, in case you don't know, is an account that we started with zero money. We just sold a couple things around the house, made $50, and started buying stuff to sell on eBay. We're killing it. We just finished our 3 months. There is a Zero to Hero video update. That's the one where she's zapping me with the tens unit, shocking me while I update you. Reading numbers when you're being electrically shocked is different. It's a different feeling. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Okay. So we just sold like several $100s worth since we did that video. So we were at 756. That was a few days ago. And now we're at 859. So we are killing it. We sold a $50 or $60 baseball jersey. Killing it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you. We did have a good weekend. A lot of it was lower stuff, but I am so happy to get rid of that stuff and get the money so we can, buy other stuff that will sell hopefully quicker, because that's the name of the game, right? You got to turn your inventory. And even if it doesn't sell for what you want it to sell, yes, it all adds up. And the more stuff I feel like on eBay especially, the more stuff you're selling, uh, the more stuff they're going to let you sell. Because I feel like eBay kind of throttles people sometimes. And if you aren't accepting offers, if you aren't sending offers, they kind of don't let you. Even if you have promoted listings, you don't show up as much in people's searches. Uh, your items don't show up as much on people's screens. So I feel like the more you're selling, the better it is for your account. Thanks for watching, guys. I always appreciate it. Remember to buy low and sell high. And hey, stay tuned for more information, not only about the bins.net, which is our new marketplace on District, $5 5% selling fee through October. So sign up for that. And also our new brick and mortar store, Down for Anything. Going to be fun. It's going to be a really, really fun fourth quarter with lots of content. See you later, guys. Have a good day.